So this film is a copy of Godfather. On one side we have Michael Corleone, Aamir Khan, Sonny Corleone, Rajinikanth, Vito Corleone, Gogo Kapoor. So I've always heard about a film starring Aamir Khan and Rajinikanth in the lead roles, and I've always wanted to watch it, and I finally watched it a few days back. The film is called Aatank Hi Aatank, which released in 1995, directed by Dilip Shankar, and the film has Aamir Khan and Rajinikanth in the lead roles, and Juhi Chawla and Archana Joglekar as the female leads. So hey guys, welcome to Cinema Pronoia. This is me Raj, and in today's episode we are going to talk about this film. जब भी हम कोई विदेशी फिल्म कॉपी करते हैं या रीमेक करते हैं इंडिया में, हम क्या करते हैं? मसाला ऐड करते हैं, सॉन्ग्स, नाच गाना, अनवांटेड कॉमेडी, ओवर द टॉप एक्शन सीक्वेंसेस, वो सब इस फिल्म में भी है, टेंशन नहीं. So let's first talk about the storyline of this film. So those who have seen Godfather know that it's the story of Michael Corleone, the youngest son of Vito Corleone, who doesn't like his dad's mafia business, eventually gets into it after a life-changing event, and how he becomes the next Don of the Corleone family is the story arc or character arc of Michael Corleone in the film Godfather. ये फिल्म का भी स्टोरी सेम ही है with some small changes to show the team's creativity. So the small changes are the main Don character Bulla Singh Thakur as just one son, Rohan Singh Thakur played by Aamir Khan, and the second son, Sonny Corleone equivalent Munna, is an adopted son played by Rajinikanth in this film. And also small changes like Gaane Dale Hai, and the main character, the Don, is a villager. He, after facing problems in his village, he comes to Mumbai, and after facing poverty, one day he hits a local goon, and then step by step he becomes the Bhai of Mumbai underworld. These kind of small changes are there. Let's talk about the songs in this film. When you have seen Godfather, the first opening scene, the wedding scene, your desi mind would have thought that if this scene would have been made in Indian cinema, इसमें तो गाना होगा ही. The same happens here. Bappi Lahiri is the music director of this film, and we have the song Akka Hai Bombay, where the Don, Munna, Rajinikanth and Aamir Khan dance together in this film on their sister's wedding. हर बाबू को, हर बाबू को, हर बाबू को मेरा सलाम. And we also have a couple of romantic songs with Juhi Chawla and Aamir Khan, where one song is a very raunchy, horny number. We are together. Love is forever. Called Ek Duje Pe Marne Wale, and there's also a Mujra number, which is very good. And 80s 90s ka masala film hai, so we also have a item number. Rap, Gunda rap. I am bad and I am mad. Which is pathetic. Juhi Chawla appears in that only couple of romantic numbers. Otherwise, she has no role in this film. If you see the original film, the love interest of Michael Corleone, she added some character and depth to both Michael and the story. But here, Juhi Chawla is just there as a puppet. The typical 90s heroine who has nothing to do apart from romancing the hero. And it's a 90s film, so we have patriarchal mindset scenes. The father character doesn't let his daughter marry the girl whom she loves, and very pathetic melodramatic dialogues.
अगर उसके बाद तूने घर से कदम बाहर निकाला तो हम ही ने तुझे पैदा किया है और हम ही तुझे खून के कफन में लपेटकर जिंदा दफन कर देंगे.
And we have a very important scene for the one of the female leads, Archana. She plays Raisa, Munna's wife, and she has a strong scene where she defends her husband, Munna. But she's shown as strong because at the end of the film ends like in the original film, Michael Corleone finishes off his rivals and becomes the Don. Here also, Rohan character finishes all the other families, 4 families, Don families, and becomes the next big thing. But another character is introduced, and he attempts assassination on Rohan, but is saved. But now we are shown that Rohan and the Raisa character, Munna's wife, together will continue the war in the part 2, Too Much Aatank, equivalent to Godfather part 2. So now let's talk about the shortcomings or mistakes and the similarities between both the films in detail. So of course, copying Godfather is itself the biggest mistake in their life. Similarities like the main Don getting shot 5 times, and then the iconic hospital scene, and the first murder scene, the sister character getting beaten up by the husband character. All this happens here also. But the main problem is, the film screenplay is set as one good scene taken from Godfather and one bad scene, one song. That's the screenplay structure of this film. And if you take the two iconic scenes, the hospital scene and the first murder of Michael Corleone in Godfather, the hospital scene is the scene where we see the transformation of that character happens, where he's reluctant to join his father's business, and then he becomes, his journey of becoming the next mafia boss happens from that scene. And the first murder scene, if you see, there's so much going on, the pace of that scene, how he kills the Solozo and McCluskey, the edit, the sound design, the background music, the performances was, iconic and classic example of a murder scene in the history of world cinema. But here, both these scenes are lifeless. Of course, the whole film is lifeless. There's no pause in the film. There's no character development or character depth. Whereas this whole film was character development of Michael Corleone or Rohan Singh Thakur here. But this film is very terrible. Just because you copy Godfather doesn't mean you can make a very good gangster film. There are hundreds of gangster films made all around the world inspired by Godfather, but when you are inspiring from Godfather, you have to make something very, very good. We have films like Sarkar, Parinda, Nayagan, and all, with which have been inspired by Godfather. If you take Parinda example, that film is highly inspired by Godfather, but it has one moment where Anil Kapoor is the protagonist of the film. He murders the one person, Shiv Kumar Subramaniam character, who killed his friend. So that murder scene is staged, and the pacing, the edit pattern, sound design, background music, everything is like a recreation, homage to this Godfather's murder scene, and it is done very well. Go and check out that film Parinda, directed by Vidhu Vinod Chopra. And but here this film is very, very pathetic, lifeless, and I wonder how a film institute pass out Aamir Khan accepted to star in this film, in a Godfather remake or copy. And even Rajinikanth's favorite film is Godfather. He has mentioned it in his old interviews. My recommendation is not this film. I'm just making this video to vent it out after watching this film. But the film is streaming on YouTube and Voot platform. Don't watch it, just informing you. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Do share your comments about this film after watching it, or if you have already watched it, in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to Cinema Pronoia and hit the bell icon for instant notification. See you later. Aamir Khan's look is also pathetic in this film after he becomes a dog.